100% Chelsea. Chelsea 4, Stoke City 0. Right, I'll be honest, and I'm going to level with you straight up, okay? I didn't see the last goal because Stoke took my bag off me because I had all of this equipment in it, so I had to leave 10 minutes early. So, that's not me moaning. Shut up, Lawrence. But, yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, it's a very tidy finish, very good goal. So I'm happy with that. But let's talk about the rest of the game. It's the 80 minutes that I saw. Started off very well, obviously. Morata going clean through, obviously showing his pace, which has been probably his strongest suit, as well as his goal scoring since he's arrived at Chelsea. Obviously, in terms of hold-up play, it's still questionable, but overall, you know, his game today, fantastic, can't fault him. He was going forward, he was really quick on the counter, and that seemed to be our game today, and it worked brilliantly. Obviously, coming to Stoke is a very, very hard ground to come to, considering, you know, Man United and Arsenal drawn and lost here respectively. Overall, I feel that our performance today, I can't really pick holes in it. I mean, people are picking holes in Willian. I feel that, you know, there was no need to do that. I think he wasn't obviously his best, but overall he still impacted the game, which is absolutely fine. But other than that as well, let's talk about the back line of Rudiger, Christensen and Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta obviously being the captain today, marshalling them fantastically. But not only that, Christensen and Rudiger were absolutely phenomenal. I feel that they held their own, despite the few opportunities that Stoke did get, where they didn't take them. You know, they were fantastic. Rudiger, one-on-one defending, can't go wrong. Christensen, to come into his first Premier League game after all the critics and all the criticism he's been receiving, obviously, you know, playing in the Champions League against Karabakh and then playing in the League Cup against Nottingham Forest, he's come out today and he's performed and he's, you know, proven the doubters wrong. Obviously, he played at the Spurs game as well. He wasn't very highly talked about there, obviously, with Marcos Alonso's amazing runs from defence. But other than that, you know, he definitely came out today and proved everybody wrong. I feel that, you know, Gary Cahill may have lost his place in the team, and Jack's highlighted the point perfectly, saying that, you know, he may have to take more of a John Terry role this year. Obviously, John Terry last season, more backseat driver, you know, in the dressing room, and I think that's what Cahill's going to have to settle for now, personally. Obviously, Luiz has got a red card, so he's still in contention to play for the next few games. But other than that, as soon as Luiz back and fit, that's it for me for Gary Cahill. I think I wouldn't pick him, and I think today it's just gone to prove it once again that how good that back line was. We'll move into midfield now, obviously, talking about Timo Bakayoko, Kante, and obviously Fabregas coming on later in the game. I think that, you know, our overall solidity in midfield, it was good. There was a few questionable moments where we did get overrun in midfield by Joe Allen, but I think that we were pretty solid today. I thought Bakayoko held his own. There was a couple of opportunities where he lost the ball, but other than that, he was turning players, he was rebuilding, he was stringing the defence through to the attack, and obviously the link-up play was fantastic. And, you know, I think Kante as well, there was a couple of times today I was a bit shaky. It's the first time I've ever said that about N'Golo Kante, but I'm not going to read anything into it. You know, obviously Stoke is Stoke. It's one of the hardest grounds to come to in the Premier League, in my opinion. And you know, that's all it is, really. That's all she wrote. Marcos Alonso today, I don't know, looks a bit fiery. Don't know, something was going on there, but you know, it was a good job that he came off. Azpilicueta, when he moved out to that side as well, was absolutely phenomenal. Gary Cahill slotted in, a few options, a few disappointments, but overall pretty solid from the 10 minutes I saw of it. But overall, I thought Azpilicueta's shift out there, getting the ball, getting further forward. He played there well today. I still personally wouldn't start him there. I still don't think he's a wing back. I think today was a fortunate case of events, considering how hard it is normally to come to Stoke. But you know, that's the case. Obviously, Fabregas coming on had an influence on the game, but he did not have much of an influence as Hazard did. Obviously, Hazard came on for Willian, easing him slowly. We're preparing him for Champions League and City. Obviously, our next two games are Atletico and Manchester City. But overall, I think that we were solid, but we were much more influential and much more physical, much more powerful going forward on the counter with Hazard when he came on. He's shown his class again today, and he showed how much we've missed him. I think, you know, we are capable of playing without him, but overall I feel that today he was probably the reason that we were so much more powerful. And obviously there was a lull in the game where he wasn't, where, you know, it was a bit iffy. Stoke were coming on the attack and it did look like they were going to go. Hazard came in, completely changed the game. Obviously going into a 3-5-2 with Hazard and Morata as a pair up front, linking up fantastically. Fabregas obviously coming into the midfield almost as a number 10 in the pivot, with Kante and Bakayoko sitting in behind him. But, you know, overall, a good performance today, solid from the boys. Can't say there's anything wrong with it overall. But anyway, guys, that has been my review of the Chelsea versus Stoke City game. Obviously, unfortunately, due to financial reasons, thank you Student Finance UK, I shall not be going to the Atletico Madrid away game. I'm absolutely gutted because I did want to go to that so badly. But obviously Lewis will be there doing a vlog, so if you want to go and do a fan cam, make sure you go and see him. Make sure you let him know that you want to do that, and he will speak to you. Speak a bit louder because you won't have a microphone that day. But yeah, make sure you go see him. Obviously, I will be back after Manchester City. Well, after Manchester City, before Manchester City. I'll be there to do the preview. But anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to 100% Chelsea. Also, social media down on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much for helping us over the line. My first away game of the season. It's good to be back on the road. Take care, guys, and I'll see you very, very soon.